is right. Oh, there we go. There's a better way. There's a better way. Well, that works, at least for now. Um, oh, there is a way to switch it. Sorry, I've already forgotten like how to use this program, but I'm struggling with using my other program to go live, so you know. Oh, hello. Working on that. Yeah. So I have lots of good stuff to share with you guys tonight. Let me get into the chat. Okay. In fact, I'm gonna go get some more candles. So watch this for 2 seconds, and I will be. Um. So I like again. We've talked about this a little bit before on a previous episode. Um. With Okay, I do want to make sure you can hear me. On a previous episode, we talked about candle magic. Y'all know how I am about candles. I keep a list of people that I burn candles for all the time. I want to show you a few things that I do with my candles. I want to show you some that I purchase. I don't make candles because oh my gosh, I just don't have that kind of time. But I want to show you some that I purchased that are really, really wonderful. And this company, who I am not sponsored by the way, um, they just make really excellent candles. They really do. They're expensive, I know. There's some that are less expensive, and I buy the votive candles from that same company all the time because they're just really wonderful and I don't have to charge them myself. However, many of you that watch my shows on a regular basis will know that I always have candles back here on my one of my altars charging. So I always have like candles around that are being charged, that are doing stuff. Hey Kelsey, how are you? Um and um and so I do have I have some more, and I was looking for them earlier, but then I got caught up with like trying to work with my system because I'm trying to figure out how to go live from my other platform. Not really good with that. So, technology, Mercury retrograde, what am I thinking? Really? Hey, Catlin. So just love it, love it, love it, love it. So I'm just watching. I know there's some people in the Kelsey, if you're fighting a migraine, here's what has helped me with because I've had my first migraine this year. Here's what helped me. It was peppermint and spearmint. peppermint or spearmint essential oil. That helps me a ton. I don't know why, I can't explain it. It was wonderful, it helped me out a lot, that and Excedrin, the Excedrin migraine, but yeah. So, oh, Kelsey, I'm so sorry. No, I didn't. Yeah, I had to go get a shot. Um, I am so, so sorry, babe. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and light a healing candle for you. It's good. So it is Mercury retrograde. I don't know why I'm like really surprised at some of this technology crap, but it's okay. I do have a Mercury retrograde neutralizer candle. I keep these bad boys all the time. All the time. Very important. So I have but I have a lot of stuff that I want to show you guys. I love candles. This is an important thing for me. I burn candles all the time. I only burn manifesting candles at like certain times of the month and in certain astrological situations. Wait. Dawn says something, Kelsey. Dawn's on Facebook, Kelsey's on YouTube, so y'all can't see each other, but I can see both of you. Dawn says she has migraines all the time, headaches every day, going to pain management for shots. Thanks for the tip. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. You guys, I definitely also think that there's a lot of changes going on astrologically that are indeed triggering like some migraine issues, some migraine things. But let me tell you, spearmint is one of my favorite scents. And but spearmint and peppermint really, really helped me. If some of the essential oil ladies join us tonight, um, if y'all are in Facebook or YouTube, it's Alethea, Tamomi, um, Vanetta, and there's another lady. I'm blanking on her name. I see her face and it's lovely, but I'm blanking on her name right now. And please forgive me if that's you. Um, but they can definitely help us out with the essential oils and migraines. But I'm telling you, the peppermint was just, I couldn't even believe like how it helped. And the spearmint did too, to be honest. What else did I start taking? Oh, so I looked up and I started researching for migraines, like things to take. So I started taking magnesium supplements, and it's a specific magnesium. It's not just I'll have to look at what I get. It's a specific magnesium, and I'll post it. If you guys want to shoot me an email at metaphysicalroundtable@gmail.com, I'll send it to you. But I started taking magnesium. I added zinc, B vitamin. You do take magnesium daily. Okay. There it's one that it's a different magnesium that I was not taking. Um I wish I could just think of the name of it. But I started taking all these supplements after I had that first migraine. I was like, I don't like those. I don't want to do that again. They're horrible. Oh my gosh, you guys, I feel for y'all. You're experiencing this right now. It was just horribly painful, and it just made me so sick. Um, what else? Oh, I started taking saffron. Um, there was a couple other uh, supplements that I started taking. And I didn't take the ones that were all together, like calcium, magnesium, and zinc. I didn't take those together because, and I don't know who it was, if it was the medical medium or somebody else, that said, you know, it's the wrong type of magnesium with that. Like, it's okay, but it's the wrong type. I just cannot think of the name of it, but I'll find it out. I will. I'm not gonna let you guys down. Um. Oh. Okay. It just hit my head. Bananas. I started eating a banana, um, like around lunchtime. I did that. There's a whole list of things that I started doing. Okay, I'm unpacking all of these things that I really want you guys to see. Because I want you guys to see like how incredible, how awesome it is for you to really manifest really easily with candles, with candle magic. Now, I tell people all the time, because anytime you're doing manifesting, even if you're doing healing. So I told Kelsey that I would start a healing candle for her. And I have one right here. Oh, I have two. Yay. Okay, so I have a healing candle. So what I'll do is I'll take this votive candle, since it's a small one, and I'll take my fingernail file and I'll write Kelsey's name in it on the candle. And then I'll put that energy of healing out there. I'll ask for healing to come into the candle and go out to Kelsey. Okay. And then I light the candle and I release it. I release that magic. I release it out so that it can go to her. It can do what it's supposed to do. Because if you're manifesting, if you're sending energy out to someone, if you're manifesting with candles, what you want to do is you really want to light the candle and release it and let the flame do the work. You stop manifesting. You stop tinkering with that manifestation. Because if you do, what you're doing is you're holding on to it. You see, you're not releasing it out so that it can come to you. You're holding on to it. So I hear a lot of people say, and a lot of my clients will say, I'm manifesting and manifesting and manifesting this. I'm like, how are you doing it? If you're constantly manifesting it, what are you doing? And they'll be like, oh, well, every day I'm like, no, no. 1 or 2 days, yeah. You manifest really hard for 1 or 2 days, and then you release it. You let it go. You send it out so that it can come into you. There's a difference there. Do you see that? And that's the thing that people have with manifesting with anything, even if they're not using candles, whatever it is that they're manifesting with, prayers, um, chanting, meditation, whatever it is that they're doing, they have to release it. And that is difficult. It's especially difficult for some like Virgo who wants to be perfect about it. I don't really know who I could be talking about. Would you guys know? So, I want everything to be perfect about my manifestations. And that's what I was doing for years. Years. I was holding on to that shit. And I was like, come on. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to polish it up and I'm going to polish it up again. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do. No, you have to let go of it in order for it to come back to you. If you're manifesting right, your guides know what you want, your guides know what you need, and they'll bring that into you. So just remember that. And I just want to remind everybody that if you're in the chat on YouTube or on Facebook, I can't actually see you unless you comment. And you may not be able to see the comments from YouTube or Facebook, depending on where you are. I'm on a platform that I can see like all the comments coming in from all 4 channels that I'm streaming to. So yeah, because I'm crazy. All right. So I want to show you some of the ones that I use frequently. And we're going to kind of go down like expensive and inexpensive, not cheap, inexpensive, because it doesn't matter how much you pay for that candle, you're going to charge it. Unless you buy one that's already done for you that has good energy, unless you're doing that, you're charging that candle. I don't care what color it is. You got to put that energy in there. Okay? You know, Kelsey, I'm gonna go ahead and light this candle for you because I'm feeling really weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys what I do. Okay, I don't see my fingernail file, so I'm gonna use tweezers for my eyelashes. Yeah. So what I'm doing, everybody, I'm writing Kelsey's name. I have a healing candle here. I'm writing Kelsey's name on it. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to sit it in an empty jar as soon as I find one. This will work. Also from the Dollar Tree, people. This Virgo's thrifty. Okay. Now, I'm going to sit this here. Okay. I'm going to ask my guides, Kelsey's guides, and because Kelsey has free will, I'm going to ask her guides and angels to come in. And if she accepts it, I'm sending healing energy her way. Okay. Our sister Kelsey, healing energy. Bring her relief and healing. Okay. I'm going to sit this over here. Okay, it's got a good flame to it, Kelsey. So we're moving in a good direction. Okay. I'm paying attention to it. All right. So, I don't manifest during eclipses. I do gather water. I don't gather uh moon water during every eclipse. I didn't in the fall because there was too much going on astrologically. And the more I learn about astrology, the more I'm watching my P's and Q's with when I put my stones outside to be charged, when I put my cards outside to be cleansed, and even charging my candles or when I burn candles or use the water that I get from the moon that's charged from the moon. So I'm not manifesting in eclipse season. I'm going to wait until even Mercury goes direct. So I'm not manifesting for me personally. My personal thoughts on this is I'm not manifesting until after May 16th through the 20th, like after that period of time. Then I'm going to start my manifesting. And then we have a new moon in Taurus on May 19th. So I really, really like to start my manifesting like right the day after the new moon. And I like for my manifestations to grow as the moon is growing. And then when we hit that full moon, like I just let that baby go. And I'm like, yep, yep. So I'm usually manifesting more than one thing at a time during that period because that's my choice. Now, sometimes I will say, sometimes in situations, I will manifest during like the waning moon, but I really prefer to do it during the waxing moon if I can help it. That's my choice. It's not a hard and fast rule. It's a flexible rule. I'll say that. Yeah. So I want to talk about the more expensive candles first. And I think you guys may have heard me talk about these. These are, I'm going to switch the cameras now. Okay. So I think you guys have heard me talk about these candles. They are from Coventry Creations. They are really, really fantastic candles. They have such wonderful energy. Like, I'm not kidding. These have really, really great energy. They are just incredibly fantastic. I love them. I love the fact that they are, they come in colors. So you've got some specific energy. The green is for, I'm like not lining up with the camera. The green is for cash in pocket. It's called Witch's Purse. The red is Power Up Your Magic, Dragon's Blood. God, they smell so good. So good. The blue is for spiritual protection. It's the Evil Eye. Oh, so yummy. And then we have the black one that is the original, and it's the Circle of Magic. These are so incredible, and the wonderful thing about them is that they all come with this little prayer, this little chant on the back, and they're all different. And it tells you what's in them. So in the black one, we have frankincense, myrrh, and mugwort to strengthen the spirit and enlighten the soul, to energize and empower any witch's spell craft. I like that. So in the green, we have bergamot and date. Invite the sweetness of life as they release the, I should have put my glasses on, the tensions that block the manifestations of prosperity and clear the fears that can destroy abundance. And again, there's this beautiful little prayer on the back. It's so, so incredible. Hey, no problem, Gretchen. It is absolutely my pleasure. And then we have of course, like the Evil Eye. Juniper and rose penetrate the senses to create a ward of protection for you and yours. Another little prayer. Now, here's something I'm going to tell you. When I buy these, and I buy these frequently, not going to lie, because I think we've met. I'm lazy. And if I can buy some really good candles that I trust the energy of and their quality, I will buy these, and this is what I will burn. This is what I do. Now, when I buy these, I keep this prayer. So I have a whole stack back here. I have a whole packet of these prayers. I keep them from almost all the candles. I don't keep the repeaters, but I keep them because if I use another blue candle and I charge it for me, maybe I'm not using the exact same stuff. Maybe I do. I mean, because I have rose, I have juniper, and maybe I use that same stuff. Maybe I anoint the candle with essential oils or the actual herbs. I will use that prayer, especially if it's a blue candle. I will do that. So I keep them. Here's a prosperity one. I kept that. Oh yeah, see, but I keep all the little prayers from the back. So that way I can use that prayer again. I can bring that energy in. Because if I charge the candle, then again, I know that I've charged it with good energy. I've charged it with my energy. So using their prayer is not a bad thing. And it's a lovely little prayer. It's a lovely little chant. So again, and this is how I burn them. I usually burn them in like a mason jar. See, here's the candle wax from the last green candle I burned. And what I generally do is I save my wax. See, I save my wax. And then I use it either in other spells, other spell work, or um like I'll clear it before I throw it away because I don't want that energy like out there. I want to clear that energy. This candle is really, really burning strong, Kelsey. So I can tell that God, really are in a lot of pain. But this candle, that candle is like burning high back here, babe. Um I do love their new moon candles. They have a new moon and a full moon candle. The Blessed Herbal candles are the same company. It is Coventry Creations. And they are absolutely, absolutely fantastic. And the same with the Mercury retrograde neutralizer. Um, so here's other things I use. I buy a lot. I want to emphasize that a little harder. I buy a lot of white candles from wherever, from the Dollar Tree, from Walmart, from just a litany of places. If I find some, I buy a lot from IKEA, to be honest with you, because IKEA's candles actually have really great energy. I know that sounds strange, but they do. They have some really great energy. And you can feel it when you pick them up. You really can. So this has really got neutral energy because I've set this out in the moon several times. I've set it out in the sun. I have cleared this candle. I've set it with on selenite. Um I have cleared this candle. It is just ready to go. So I set the candles on selenite, and it does clear them. But I buy a lot of white candles because I have a tendency to use white candles the most. You can make any energy you want to with a white candle. You can make it into a healing candle. You can make it into an abundance candle. It's kind of like the apple cider vinegar of candles. You can do that. Um, I have literally even written a color on the side of it and said, this is what I mean for this candle. So I buy candles from everywhere. Here's an IKEA candle that I bought. And I love it because it has this really awesome triangle. I love the votive that it comes in, and it's just a white candle, and it actually smells good. But of course, I charged it, I anointed it. But I mean, look at my logo for Metaphysical Round Table. There's a circle and a triangle in it. So I felt like this was just perfect. Yeah. Oh, it is absolutely my pleasure, Dawn. Absolutely my pleasure. So here's some other tricks that I do before we get into the specifics of the colors, which actually I covered the colors the last time I talked about candle magic, but I'm willing to go over it again. But I this is a lot of things that I wasn't able to cover in the last one. I bought these at the Dollar Tree, and they just say breathe, eucalyptus and mint. Now, I think what they mean is, they're trying to create like a good, breathing energy, whatever. Okay, I get that. But what I love about it is it reminds me to breathe. It reminds me not to get amped up, right? So when I'm looking around at my desk and I'm like really, really stressed and I'm just like, oh my gosh, breathe. So I bought a bunch of these candles. This one has been burned. It's not all the way down because I'll let it go for a day. This one doesn't burn down quick. I love that. Because I feel like it's keeping the energy going longer. So that's the thing for me. I like having words on my candles. So I'll put people's names, I'll put words. When this is on here, it just reminds me that I need to calm down, that I need to breathe, that I need to, reset. Um I do draw on my candles all the time, which is probably why I like to use glass so much. It doesn't have to be in a glass container. It doesn't. I use a lot of mason jars because I also can. I mean, I know a lot of you know me. I can a lot in the summer, so I'm always making jelly and preserves, and my mom and my aunt have been working with me to can like other things, some vegetables and stuff, but now we're canning meat. So I know it's interesting what they're teaching me. I really love it though. But so I use a lot of mason jars because I have them and I write things on the mason jar. Sometimes I will put symbols on there that doesn't mean anything to anybody else but me and my spirit guides. Me, my angels, and my spirit guides. That's all that symbol only means something to us. So if that helps you out any, I do that. I'll put a symbol on there that I'm just like that I dreamed about or that I saw. I like candles for people all the time, but again, we all have free will. So just like I asked Kelsey to I was like, she has free will, but I'm calling in her guides and her angels and sending out this energy if she receives it. That's the thing. The people that you light candles for have to be able to receive them. Between my head and my side, I've been in constant pain. Oh my gosh, Kelsey. I'm just so sorry. But yes, we're gonna get some healing going for you. Okay. So here's another thing that I do when I see these come up. This happened to be in a Christmas collection. Peace, love, joy, hope. Now, I know this is perfect for Christmas. It is. But is it not perfect for year round? Is it not? So I love this because I take a candle, depending on what I'm burning it for. And sorry, I'm so obsessive. They smell too damn good. Yeah. And I drop them in there. And I already know this is the candle that I lit for joy. And usually joy is more of an orange or a yellow. Orange and yellow for me is sustainable. That's the energy that I need to sustain. Red is flash in the pan, is passion. So, when I'm spending quality time with Dr. Seuss, you know what I'm talking about. Quality adult time with Dr. Seuss. I'll light a red candle. Because, like, how long do we really need that to go on? I turned 50 last year. I don't need that shit to go on for like hours. We need quality passion. I am so funny, really. Um, but orange and yellow are sustainability, like the sun. But that's what I put, like that's why I keep these, and I keep these out all the time, and I do burn these like frequently. If I'm looking for a peaceful resolution to a situation, there's already peace written on this. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I don't have to get out another mason jar and write peace on it. It's right here. It's ready to go, waiting for me. So that's what I do with those. And again, this just reminds me so much of my logo because my logo has a triangle and a circle in it. I have a thing about triangles and circles. I don't know. It's been that way since I was in junior high. And this is this just was like sung to me when I was at IKEA. It was awesome. Okay. So, um I buy just like plain white candles wherever I can because I can literally charge the plain white candle to be whatever I want. Here's another trick that I use. Okay. I do save all the empty containers because I will clean them and put votive candles in them. Do you see? So I do reuse the glass if you're asking. But here's another thing that I do. I put ribbons around the glass of my candles because that changes the energy. That changes what you're bringing in. So again, if I'm putting a white candle in this jar, I can tie a purple ribbon around it and make it into a healing candle after I charge it with healing energy. Do you see? Do I always have the energy for this? No. Am I lazy? Yes. So I use the pre-colored candles that are already charged for me. But sometimes, you just do what you got to do. And if you keep white candles on you all the time, you don't have to worry about it. I also add charms. This is charms that I had bought for something specific, and I needed these two charms, which they're not on there anymore, obviously. But I bought charms specifically to put on the candles so that it would again enhance and charge. But see, I have like these little ones that are all colorful, and I actually get a lot of these from the Hispanic market. I know from the Hispanic market, I can really get a lot of the candles that I love. Um, and some of them are just plain. Some of them are like have saints on them. But here's what I don't recommend. Okay, if you want to do like those reversal ones, you know what I'm saying? Like energy reversal candles. Like I get those and I really do like those. The one that I do not like is the money reversal one. Okay? Because it sends that energy back in both directions. I don't like that one. So I don't use the green and black one at all. The money thing, no. If I'm doing money, I'm going to go with a straight, healthy green. Way to go. Not necessarily this one or not necessarily this brand, but I'm going to go with a green candle. 100%. So, and that's just one woman's opinion, but I don't like those candles. I've seen some weird stuff happen. The energy, yeah, I get the like reversing like bad luck or reversing whatever because those kind of things are cyclic. And money at some point is also cyclic, but you don't want to have your money completely gone. I don't like it. Just one woman's opinion, not engraved in stone. So now let's talk about how we can anoint these bad boys. Are these good boys? Are these good girls? Whatever. Oh, I did want to point this out. This is one of my favorite things. I have several different ones like this. This happens to be a rainbow fluorite votive candle holder. How freaking awesome is this? Oh, yeah. So this is absolutely fantastic. And I love this because I don't have to put the crystal, like this is a very large rainbow fluorite. I don't have to put the crystals in the candle. I'm putting the candle in the crystal. So that's a big deal, right? I also use this rainbow fluorite candle holder as a dream jar. Like when we did the dream jars on this show, I think it's been a couple of months, maybe longer. I don't know. When we did the dream jars, I use this as a dream jar and I will put all my stuff in for that and like and sit this beside my bed. I do cover it so the cats won't get into it because they don't need to eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh yes, Catlin, sorry. Do you think putting herbs in candles would have the same effect as writing something on it? Like for me, mint is calming. So if I were to put mint, absolutely. Oh my gosh. So Catlin, that's great. This it's another way of anointing. Oh God. I can't. I'm breaking my goddess. She fell during the move and now she's like falling right now. Oh, I'm very sad. Bought her in Colorado. I mean, she's still doing her job. I love her, but she needs to be repaired. Okay. Sorry, let me mourn my little goddess here. Okay. So anointing your candles with something like Catlin was saying, something that means something to you. If mint makes you calm, put that in your candles. And you can actually do that with you can do that with essential oils. You can do that with the actual mint. Doesn't matter. If you're doing it with the herb or really even with the essential oil, I wanted to show you guys a bunch of different brands. I love doTERRA, I do. Um, but I just wanted to show you guys, you know, other ones as well. So if you wanted to anoint your candle with this rosemary, what I would do is light the candle, let it melt a little bit, just a little bit on the surface, just a little bit. Let's do this one because it's it's neutral. It hasn't been charged yet. So you do want to trim the wick, but I'm not going to do that here. You do want to trim the wick though. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this burn down for just a second and get a little like melty on the top. Then we're going to anoint. Okay. We're going to put in the things that we want to. And but we're going to do it right after we blow out the candle. So once we anoint it, then you can charge it. Okay. That was great. I think I might have some more. Well, hello. I'm just making a mess here tonight. Okay. Okay. So as this candle sort of melts down, you can't see it, I know, because of the light. But as the candle sort of melts down, then what we're going to do is we're going to drop in the oils that you want to use. Blow out the candle after it melts. Blow out the candle while it's still, like, the wax is still melted. We're going to put in our herbs. We're going to put in our crystals. We're going to put in our essential oils. Whatever it is that we want to do, whatever it is the thing that we're trying to accomplish, manifest, whatever, heal. Then we're going to charge the candle. Then we're going to charge it and say, okay, this is what I want this candle to do. Do I want it to bring me peace? Do I want it to bring somebody else peace? Do I want it to heal? Do I want it to manifest prosperity, manifest, oh my gosh, manifest healing, manifest opportunities? What is it that you want that candle to do? And that's what you need to do to charge it. You need to put that energy in it, write it on the side if you need to, whatever. But like Catlin is saying, if she is putting mint in there, mint means calming to her. So if she's burning that candle just for her and not a room full of people to be calm, then she doesn't have to charge it much more than that. It's just like, bring this calming energy into me. And that's it. So, yeah, still working. Trying to get this to melt a little bit. But of course, it's not cooperating because Mercury is in retrograde. And why would anything be easy right now? But I will take this time to show you, like, other crystals that I use frequently over and over and over again in my candles. I also use black salt, which it is stuck in there because this got a little damp. It got a little humid in here. And it got left open. But yeah, it's loose in there, so it's good. Hey, Amber Melanie. So, I also like to, I love these. I love this because I love the stars. Because I put, before I add them to my candles, sometimes I'll even tape them to the outside. I'll be real honest with you. Before I add them to my candles, I learned this from a friend of mine. Do you see all the points? I sit the star down on a piece of paper and I assign something to each point, especially if I am burning this candle for someone. I will assign something to each point. I will assign love, peace, harmony, prosperity. I assign something to each point, and I will either tape it to the outside of it. If the candle's large enough, I'll actually put this in the melted wax because it just smells so good. It's that licorice sort of smell. I don't like the taste of licorice. I just like the smell of it. Yeah. So, I will add that in there. But once I've assigned the points, I don't have I don't have to think about that. But if I tape it to the outside or if I glue it on there, yeah, I've done that too. Um, I write it on the outside of the candle near the points with just a Sharpie. Sharpies are fantastic. Everyone should keep a Sharpie on them all the time. All the time. Before there were cameras on everything, and I mean everything, including people's cars. This happened especially when I was in college. If somebody parked rudely, like if they came in and took their nice fancy car and took up 2 parking places because they didn't want somebody to park right beside them, I would take a Sharpie and write on their window how rude they were. Now, it wasn't defamation of their property. It wasn't like ruining anything. It wasn't vandalism because it could be wiped off. I didn't write on the paint. I wrote on the window, on the glass. So I'm just letting you know. if in the late 90s or the early part of this century, you saw that and you were in Athens, Georgia, or in Denver, it might have been me. I'm not saying it was, but it might have been me, but I never wrote on the paint. I didn't want to get arrested. Yeah. So I never actually wrote on the paint. I just, on the window. All right, this is melting down nicely. All right, and I know that I've shown you guys this before too. These are fantastic for using in, oh my gosh, for using in your spell work, for using in anything like this. These are called crystal seeds. I want you to see them. Do you see that? It's a whole packet of different seeds. And yes, I have gone through here and picked out the specific crystals that I want to use for that thing or to put in that candle. This is a, keep doing that. This is a fantastic company. Um, and it's called remnantsofmagic.com. And I buy the crystal seeds from them. I've given them away before. Let me see if I have. Yes. Okay. So here is where I buy the crystal seeds from. These are absolutely fantastic. It's a large packet and they're all mixed in, but it's so wonderful because you can seriously, especially if you know your crystals, you can go through there and pretty much pick out what you want. If you just want a bunch of green crystals, you can pick those out and put them in there. I've done that. But I love them, and I mean, I sit and I charge them, I clear them, and they're so freaking awesome. They really are. So I buy these packets from them, and they're great. And it's a great place to buy crystals from too online. I mean, I know everybody has their own like crystal shop that's their favorite or whatever, but this is they're really wonderful. They really are. And sometimes I'll use like some of my leftover wax and I'll just put some of those crystal seeds in the wax. I'll melt it and just make something pretty. I know. I know. I know. Sorry, you guys, my throat is still bothering me. It's only been a month since I lost my voice, right? Okay, so this is getting pretty good and melted down. So this is really where you want to put the candle out. I don't blow out my candles. I smother them somehow. Some people pinch them out. Some people just I mean, I just smother them with whatever's handy. So now there's a nice little divot in there. I'll put my rosemary in. And for this one, I'm going to add one of my smaller amethysts that's been cleared and recharged. And I'm going to put it, okay, not that close. You don't want it covering up the wick that much, but you do want it like secure in there. I have to use my eyelash tweezers. Oh, okay. So now the crystal is like really covered with the wax, but it's in there. Okay. So now I can charge this for whatever it is that I want this particular candle to do. And for this one, I'm actually going to write on the side like what I'm looking for it to do, because I'm looking for protection. I'm looking for psychic protection, but I'm also looking for protection for my home, my business, my family, because we're all here together, right? My animals, like all of it. So I'm going to like draw, I'll probably end up drawing a sigil on the side of it, a symbol. A sigil is a symbol, and I can do a whole thing on that one day. I took the chat down. Sorry, I didn't mean to. There we go. Um, so we can talk about that another time. But I will probably draw on this candle so that again, symbols that are for me, my guides, my angels, nobody's gonna understand them. So if they walk up and they just see some swirly little thing drawn on it, they won't know exactly what I'm manifesting with that candle or what kind of work I'm doing with that candle. So you see, white candles are wonderful. They're great, they're fantastic, and you can literally charge them to do whatever you want. I like to use white and black candles all the time. And I do have, when I moved my office around, I found all of these candles and then I put them up again. And I don't know what I've done with some of them, even though I've been looking for them for days. Yeah. So, but I wanted to I primarily buy white candles. When I find solid black candles that are just plain, that don't have anything on them, I buy those too. Because black and white candles, you can literally use them for anything. You can charge them for anything. I want to show you some of the oils that I like to use. So this is backwards from my other thing. Um, this is a purification blend. So you can use blends like this. This is a purification blend. It's from a company called Sun's Eye. Then here is Dragon's Blood. Now this is a fragrance. The fragrances like this one and this one, I do not put on my skin. I do not ingest them in any way, shape, or form. I will put them in a diffuser that I have back here, and I will put them in candles. I don't always use the fragrance oils, even in my spell work. I traditionally like to I use a lot of doTERRA because it's very pure. I know the quality of it, and that I will use for everything. I'll put that directly on my skin. They may not recommend it, but I trust this company. It's fantastic. It's quality stuff. And you can also get medical grade and food grade essential oils. Here's an organic one that I use a lot. Spearmint oil. Um, and this one I just love, citrus bloom. So it's there's things that you can use those to manifest with. It's fantastic. But I do like the blends, especially from companies like the Sun's Eye, because they're really they're usually handmade. They're made by someone, and it's quality stuff. I mean, it really is. So, if you are not sure of the quality of the oil, you may not want to put that in with your manifesting or within your spells, because candle magic, it acts very fast, it moves very fast, and it's intense. So I don't like to use less than I I like to use the best quality that I can in any of my spell work. And so that's why a lot of the herbs that I use are herbs that I have grown, or they come from places that are that sell quality stuff, that sell quality merchandise. I try to buy organic. This one specifically says it's non-GMO. That is important to me. I don't know how important it is to you when you're doing your stuff, but I like for my spell work to be pure. I have also my candles with like whatever is in my smudge. Yeah, I do that. Um um I'm trying to think what else I wanted to show you guys. What else I wanted to tell you guys. So I have a whole thing, and I think this is what we talked about the last time we did candle magic. Some of this I wasn't able to touch on when we did candle magic the last time. But you can email me. I have a lot of reference material that I use. It's from several different companies, and it's not exactly mine. It's mostly like I use a little bit of everything, but I like to give everyone the opportunity to create like how they like things. Because some people prefer to use black candles as purification, and some people prefer to use white candles as purification. It's essentially up to you. It really is. And it's a personal thing. And so, I'm not going to step in between anybody in that. But there are some things that typically green is for money, typically. I use a lot of purple for healing. That's what I use. But there's like dark blue here is used for emotional healing. Black is used for healing. Brown is used for healing. See, I use brown candles for manifesting. If I'm just generically trying to manifest something, I try to use a brown candle. And if I don't, I use a white one. Um See, yeah, purple on this sheet doesn't have healing, but that's what I use purple for. Let's see. But when I print this out for people, I do give credit from where I got it from. Um, and holy crap, Kelsey. If you're still here, Kelsey, you're not going to believe that this candle has already burned down. And it was a tall, strong flame. So I know that this is like working really well. Hello, mouse. Oh, you're wet. Hi, you want to say hey? Want to say hey? You're nice and wet. That's so great. Kelsey, your candle. And generally, when I do a healing candle, especially, it'll be for more than one person. I mean, you watch me like this. So, it's a tall, strong flame too. So I know this is moving. I know this is moving in a great direction. He's like a beanbag. I mean, he is so funny. He is like a beanbag. Here. Okay. Oh, Kelsey, you're not a mess. You're delightful. Okay. Okay. It's all right, mouse. Mouse. I could just see him like, turning like, no, we have a spell going, baby. So much for cats being familiars, right? No, 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 no. Mouse. Okay, so tell me what questions you guys have. Also, those of you that are watching this in the reruns, and I get this every single week, and this is not bad. He's gonna turn my camera over. He's gonna turn my camera. Okay. I do not mind answering questions if you don't mind waiting on me to get back to you. You can email me at metaphysicalroundtable@gmail.com. I'll put that in the thing next. Okay, there's my email address right there. So, make sure that you email me and put candle magic in the the message, the header, whatever. Make sure you put that in there so that I will get back to you as soon as I can. I'm actually working on getting some help. Yes. I'm working on getting some help so that I can have some help with responding to like some of my emails and some of the questions that I get on social media. I do not see the questions on social media as much. Um if you'll notice, when you send me messages through Facebook, I immediately send out an email. It's a standard thing of a response saying to email me. That is the quickest way to get in touch with me, is through this email address that is scrolling across the bottom. I can send you a copy of some of the reference material that I have. I can answer any questions that you have. It just may take me a few days to get back to you. You can ask Alethea. Sometimes it takes me like 4 days to get back to her, and I'm so sorry. But I am working on it. It is getting better, and I'm hoping to have some help starting in June. So, fingers crossed. Oh, hon, that's right. What do you want some cats? Cuz I can mail cats out to you, Kelsey. I've adopted all these stray cats in the area, and Dr. Seuss is about to have a cow with that. But I love them. So currently we have 3 dogs and 3 cats, and there's 2 other cats that I just feed. Yeah. So I can definitely FedEx. I'm not going to FedEx a cat. Don't turn me in, okay? I'm joking. So do you guys have any other questions? Is there anything that I can help you with? Um, I love this subject because I am a candle burner I, all the time. All the time. 11 kittens between 2 mamas. So I will be getting to. Oh, Kelsey, that's so wonderful. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. If you guys have questions, please email me. If you want copies of the material that I've amassed, I can I'm pretty sure I can put this into one document because it's from like 4 different companies, 4 different articles. But I mean, and I can get their websites are on here, they're attached, or I'll put it on there somewhere so that you can go to that website if you want more information. Um this is a personal thing though. So if the colors in some of these sheets don't resonate with what that color means to you, that's okay. You use that color that means something to you, okay? If blue means peace to you instead of whatever blue is on here for, then use it for that. If you put mint in your candles because that triggers your brain to calm down, then you do that. If you get a Dollar Tree candle that says breathe on it and that triggers you to calm down, use that. You use what works for you. There is no hard and fast rule here, except that I really, really, really encourage you, if you're manifesting something to come into your life, to at least follow the moon and manifest from the new moon to the full moon and release from the full moon to the new moon. You can do protection spells all the live long day whenever you need to. But if you want to amplify that protection spell, new moon to full moon, that's when I recommend it. But I do protection spells all the time. Look, I do healing spells all the time. I just did one for Kelsey. And it's not done yet. So the thing is, yeah, oh Kelsey, I know. I'm sorry. But just give it some time. I feel like it's coming. Okay. I don't know what my cat is doing, but my monitor is flashing. So I really do feel like you put the energy in and that's what you're going to get out. Okay. I set my candles in all kinds of things. I put them in dishes. I put them in, I set them in dishes. I'll set like this candle in a dish of water or a dish of salt or whatever, or a dish of sand. Cause I get sand every time I go to the beach. Don't tell anybody. Because I know it's illegal. Somebody told me in this chat that it's illegal to do that in Hawaii. So don't don't do that. But I'll sit my candles down in something if again if I'm looking to amplify. All right. You guys feel good? I've got a lot more on this subject. I really do. I can talk about candle magic for weeks. Yeah. I won't tell Kelsey. I'll just pretend like I never saw that comment on YouTube. You're so welcome, Dawn. You're so welcome. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. I hope this helps you in some way. I like I said, I can talk about candle magic for weeks at a time. Um, and maybe I'll revisit it again next week. We'll see. I know there are some changes coming up on my channel, Readings at the Round Table. I have not published that video yet, but I'm making a few changes just because I have a lot of projects going right now. And Readings at the Round Table is still evolving and I'm still like trying to find my way. So, Readings at the Round Table, instead of doing weekly zodiac readings, I'm going to be doing zodiac readings twice a month. So, I will be doing like for instance the 1st through the 15th um in a group, and then I'll do the 16th through the end of the month. So I'll be two readings a month, or two, like, of all the zodiacs. I'll be doing two of those a month instead of four. Instead of weekly, it'll be now twice a month. So I'm just gonna try this out and see if it works. It may not. It may not work for me. It may not work for you guys. I don't know. But Readings at the Round Table is growing and I'm really excited about it. But I'm also really struggling with keeping up and I keep losing my voice. So I and I do have so many other projects going on. And I've been making 73 videos a month, including my lives, and I just literally cannot edit that many. So until I get some help, I don't, I need to cut back some. So now I'm going to be doing like 45 videos a month or something like that. So we'll see how this rolls. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Those of you that were on Facebook, those of you that were on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I should be back next Thursday. Fingers crossed if everything goes right. Should be back next Thursday at 7:30, and you guys check me out on Readings at the Round Table on YouTube. And I am slowly but surely shutting down the Metaphysical Round Table channel. So if you're still watching me on Metaphysical Round Table, make sure that you move over to Readings at the Round Table on YouTube. Okay. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Yes, you too, Catlin, Kelsey, Dawn, everybody that's in the chat, and people that I can't see because I can't see if you don't comment. Hey, Amber, yes, and Amber Melanie, Gretchen, yes, I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all are awesome. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and don't forget, Get out there and make your magic. Blessed be. Bye.